Hello and welcome to another Italian tutorial. Today we're going to do prepositions, which are very useful and are very common in Italian, and they serve the purpose of making our speech or text a little bit more complex. Okay, so they add a little bit of extra detail to a sentence. For instance, I love Sarah. I go to the beach. These sentences are very simple. If we want to make them a little bit more complex and sophisticated, we use one of these prepositions. Now, I'm going to read them off for you. Di, a, da, in, con, su, per, tra, fra. And they can roughly be translated in of, to, from or by, in, with, on, for or because, and in between again. So let's find out how they're used. Let's come up with an example. How would you say in Italian, it's Luca's car? Pause the video if you have to and try and do it by yourself. First of all, how to say it is a car? Well, it is a. Then we need the word car, which is macchina. The word car is obviously feminine because it ends in a. So we need the feminine article una. It's a car. Now we want to say it's Luca's car. So it's a car in particular. So we replace the indefinite article with a definite article. It's the car. And then we go di Luca. So it's the car of Luca. And this is the only way that you can say this in Italian, that you can say it's Luca's car. In Italian, you don't have an S that you can add with an apostrophe, express the fact that the car belongs to someone through that. So you have to say it's the car of Luca. And that's it. This is the only way that you can do that. Let's look at another example for the second preposition. I go to school. Obviously, io, I, but we don't say that because the subject is always omitted in Italian. To go, the verb to go is andare, and it's irregular. The present tense, conjugated in the first person singular, is vado, vado, I go. So we said I go to school. School is scuola. And we need the preposition to, so a. Vado a scuola. This is how you say I go to school. Now let's try and find another example for the third preposition. I go away from home. Again, I go, io, vado. Away is via, via. I go away. Home is casa. And we need to use the preposition from, da. Vado via da casa. I go away from home. Here we are. Then an example for in. I am in the city. So I am in town. Literally, it would be I am in the city. So io am, sono. Go and watch the verb to be video if you don't know why. Sono, I am, in the city. In città. This is how you say city in Italian, città. Let's have a look at the fifth preposition, con, which means with. I am with a friend. So, sono, I'm not putting the subject anymore. With, con, a friend. So friend is amico, and we need the indefinite article in its masculine form. What if I wanted to say I am with a friend, but the friend is female? It's a girl. Well, in that case, I would replace un with una, which is the feminine version of the indefinite article, and then I would replace amico with amica. So now I am with a friend, but this friend happens to be a girl. or a woman. Su. What if we wanted to say he is on a motorbike? È, because it's third person singular of the verb to be. Su una moto. Now, moto ends in O, so why do we have to use the feminine indefinite article una? Because moto is actually an abbreviation of motocicletta, which is feminine, and it means motorbike. It's the same for bici. Bici means bicycle, and it's feminine because it's actually an abbreviation of bicicletta. So this moto is a feminine word, although it appears to be ending in O. È su una moto. And both of these little symbols are acute accents. They are not apostrophes. È su una moto. Per. Per means for or because. Now, let's have a look at an example. I will love you forever. Amerò. First person singular, future tense. Go and watch the future tense video if you don't remember the conjugations. Amerò. I will love. Ti is something that we're going to have a look at in the next videos. And it's basically an object pronoun that is contracted and placed before the verb. So this is not a reflexive form. So I will love you forever. Ever. Sempre. This is an adverb that means ever. The last two operate in a very similar fashion. Therefore, there's not really a big difference between one and the other. And if you ask me, honestly, I don't think I know the difference. And I don't think I have to, because there's pretty much no difference. They both mean in between. Tra and Fra. So let's have a look at an example. Let's say there must be something. There is something in between the two of them. As if, there is more than friendship. Okay, so let's try and translate this in Italian. There is. How to say there is in Italian? C'è, okay? The first one being an apostrophe, the second one being an acute accent. C'è, there is. Something. Qualcosa. Okay, so now we want to say them. Them is just a personal pronoun, but this time we need an object personal pronoun. Go and watch the video on personal pronouns if you don't remember them. So it's loro. Now we have to say in between. So we go tra. C'è qualcosa tra loro. Or fra loro. Okay guys, so we've basically covered all the prepositions. In Italian there are other types of prepositions that basically are built on top of these ones. Everything will be clear after the next video. And basically these are the building blocks of the Italian language. So, you have your verb, your subject, your object, your indirect object, and then if you have anything more in a sentence, and Italians love very long sentences, you need to use prepositions to increase the amount of detail, to increase the amount of information that you put and squeeze in a certain sentence. So I hope you found this video helpful. Take notes of these prepositions because they are all the prepositions, all the basic prepositions that you have in the language, and they're very useful. I hope to see you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and take care.